Rock of Salvation Apostolic Church.
There is power mighty in the blood. There is power mighty in the blood of Jesus Christ. There is power mighty in the blood. In the blood. There is power mighty in the blood. There is power mighty in the blood. There is power mighty in the blood.
Ògo ni fún Ọlọ́run lókè ọ̀run. Àti ní ayé àlàáfíà. Ìfẹ́ inú rere sí ènìyàn. Ìfẹ́ inú rere sí Olúborí. I don't know about you. Mo sábà pọ̀ Ọlọ́run nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi. That's the mystery. That's the mystery that I don't understand. Why God still loves me. So because it's like a father who has 1 million children. And yet he's still able to identify each and every one of them by name. And you know, there are some that are, you know what Jacob is to the father? The son of my bosom. There are some that are close to the heart. Close to the heart. I don't know how close you are to his heart, but I know of myself. I can speak for myself. Can you speak for yourself? Do you know your position? You know where you are. You know where you stand before him and in him. God bless you. You are welcome. Today is another beautiful Sunday. And Daddy will always say the truth. I will say the truth too. But Mama, that's why I'm not looking for one. If I cannot say it here, I can say it in camera. I'll call you, I'll tell you this is the truth too. I tell people the truth, but if you like, you accept it. If you don't like, I don't accept it. But when I quote on now. So that's why wherever you see the truth, you won't see much people. People love being deceived. They love sycophants. They love praise singers. I don't like to work with you when you cannot call me and look me straight in the eyes and tell me the truth. I don't like you. I cannot just be telling me everything is okay when everything is not okay. Just because you want to win my applause and win my approval, but you want to curry what? Favor? No, not me. Call me. Daddy, I'm a very. But when everybody is saying everything is good every day, I just laugh. I say, these are deceivers. You get carried away. I don't mean a job. No. Let people tell you the truth. Some of us will get to the level that people are afraid of talking to us again. They know the truth, but they can't say it. It's not everybody that knows the truth that can say the truth. Some people know the truth, but they can't say it. But if I tell you the truth, the worst you can do is that you stop giving me what you are giving me. I beg you. Allah ask Bello Miran did it. Sing it for me, no more for me, man. I beg you. That's all you can. That's all you can do. That's why I don't beg people for money, so that I'll be able to tell you the truth. So that next time I come, I'm getting my this author from what you say. You will not give me again. So I would rather not beg you. So you bring your husband, I will tell the truth. I don't judge people. I'm not a judge. When husband and wife are fighting, when they come, I will not even meet any work. I can't know you. I come as authority. This is the truth. So you pick your own. You pick your own. I will just say this is the truth. Mr. Fine, thank you. But under normal circumstances, this is the truth. Miss Woman, fine, thank you. So you pick your own. I'm not here to judge you, but I'm here to tell you the truth. So pick your own and go home. Some people identify problems of the world. They say maybe God is responsible. Some people identify problems of Nigeria. They say maybe the church is responsible. I just look at some people because we lack understanding. And I was discussing with Pastor Adeko. I said, look, at times we look at things. He said the churches in Nigeria are filled with people. And most of these people are even Christians and even in the government. I said, fine. The church is not perfect. We have issues with some leaders as well. But one thing I want you to know is this. If I come here and preach against adultery every Sunday, will we not still have our daughters in the church? We are not law enforcement agents. You should not. I'm to preach the word. I'm not to enforce the law. Am I supposed to follow you home to enforce it? And then I have to ask you, how do you sleep with your wife? How I joke on him? I joke sitting room. Kilama supervise. You preach the word. Let them go home. I'm not the one to judge you. You are not the one to judge me. We all stand before the throne of God to give account. So the fact that even if Buhari is coming to Rock of Salvation Apology and I preach the truth and I call him and tell him the truth, he will still do what he wants to do. The worst he can do is that he will leave my church. Because the truth prick. Don't you know it prick? It stings. The truth affects some people. And when they cannot withstand it, they leave. It's every time that man talks, I don't understand. Big man want to see many. Hallelujah. Today I want to talk more to the youth because some of you are over 80 already, and I think I cannot be talking to people of that. Our youth, we youth. The program is for we youth. We still have the word in our hands. What do we do with it? What do we do with it? Anybody above 10 years, bring them. Let them come and sit with me. Let me talk to them. Because they are my hope for the future. That's one thing that is inevitable. Death. One day we will all expire and leave. What do we leave behind? Paul says, a foundation has been laid. Don't lay another foundation. You don't need to lay another foundation. Upon the foundation that has been laid, build something. That's 1 Corinthians chapter 3. I think verse 10. Quickly give me that. 1 Corinthians 3:10 before we go into the nitty-gritty of the discussion. According to the grace of God which is given unto me, as a wise what? I mean, wise, we are foolish master builders. Stupid contractors. Who will build and the house will do what? Will collapse. They are not, because they are not no proper mixing. When you don't mix well, when probably you use too much sand than cement, maybe you are not using the right scale or width, you have problems. He said, I have laid the foundation and another builded upon or thereon. But let every man take heed. How do what? So a foundation has been laid and they said, go and build something on it. For every children, your parent is supposed to lay a foundation. I want to talk about world changers today. I want my children to change the world, either spiritual or biological. If I run a race, I cannot win the race. It's better I teach my own children how to win. Some of us, we run, and we have forgotten that we have to pass on the baton to the next runner. We should learn to hand over the baton when we see that age is no longer on our side. They have the energy, but they don't have the means. We have the means, we don't have the energy. You get what I mean? We have the money, but we don't have the energy to do those things again. The power is no longer as it used to be. We have the experience. What are we leaving behind? A legacy? Leaving our footprints on the sand of time. Now, let me ask a question. Brother, Dada, come here, please. I have questions too. That's why I wish to ask you questions too. Because I thought, where are people still poor? Why do we still have poor people? Who is responsible for poverty? Why do we still have poor people? Why are people still poor? Why are people struggling? No, you see, if we don't understand a question, we cannot solve the problem. If you are poor, you have to understand the reason for your poverty. Is God responsible? Is the devil responsible? Are you responsible? Look, it's good to help the poor, but the poor should not remain permanently poor. Are you supposed to be permanently poor? It's a phase. It's a phase. It should be transition. It should be a phase. The fact that you are poor this year doesn't mean you should be poor forever. When you are not disabled. If it is poverty due to disability, or even in some disability, there are some ability. You still find ability in disability. So if people are poor, and I'll throw the question to you now, why are they poor?
Praise the Lord. That is a very difficult question.
Life itself is difficult.
I think,
so let's try to unravel it.
I think a lot of us struggle to solve that problem. I'm sure I'm part of the people that are still struggling to solve it. There's a Bible passage that I always pray, that I always read, and it's very difficult to follow. And it says, "Seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be given unto you." So it means whatever it is you're looking for, just seek God first. But a lot of us, we try to work to make money. We try to do everything our own way to solve our problem, when God has already told us, seek me, and I will add everything else you need. But it's very difficult, sir. Extremely.
That's not you're not answering my question. No. I'm not talking about Christians.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking, this is a general term. You have met poor people. People are poor. They are struggling with poverty. Why are they poor? Because I don't want my own children to be poor. Why are they poor? So that the children can learn now how not to be poor. Why are they poor? They come to church. They still remain poor.
Can't answer that question.
Now what to do? Esther Kuku. I saw you laughing. Come. Give her the microphone. No. We have to come out of poverty. Yes. And it must be by agreement. We have to understand it. The Yoruba says, "Ìran mẹ́ta kì í tòṣì." Baba, Olosi, Ọmọ, Olórí burúkú, Ọmọ, Ìṣẹ́. So now, 3 generations should not be what? Should not be poor. If your grandfather is poor, your father is poor, and all you are inheriting from him is poverty and debt, it doesn't mean you should be poor as well. If something can be done about it, why should I not do it?
Praise God. In my own opinion, what I think is, like if you are trying to achieve something, and probably you find it difficult. For example, you are going to school and you fail the exam. So some people, they won't go back and try another aspect. They will just say, well, I failed it, and there's nothing I can do. But we should just, I think, if we can try another opportunity, go to different options, not staying in one place, that will make way. At least, one day you will get to the place you want to go.
Thank you. Thank you. Go sit down. I think what corner can't open it. Ayọ̀lá ti rẹ́rìn mẹ́ pé ẹ má pè mí o bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ka sáàmù. Why you come? No. You really need somebody who has dealt with poverty to understand poverty. If you have never gone through a school, you cannot understand what is being taught in that school. You need to have gone through poverty to understand poverty. And you need to have broken that genes or that emblem. Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah. Like Daddy rightly said, if you are not there before you experience it, it may be difficult for you to unravel the riddles. Because it's like a riddle. It's like if your father struggled throughout his life, and you now understudy him, what leads to this problem? Is it education? Is it expertise or laziness? As children or son of that parent, when you understudy your dad and you see where he's falling or why he's struggling, so it's not left for you to now decide, let me do something differently from the mistake of my parent. For me, let me just, instead of going wrong, like when you understudy somebody and you said, this man is just struggling, whether the education is not there, it could have been up there. Like they want to give some people promotions and you don't have the qualification. So what do you want to have? Like me, after my secondary school, I just feel, oh, look at my brothers and sisters. What else can I do differently? I had 9 credits in one sitting. And I was thinking that there's no money to further my education. So what can I do? I will do something about it. And as God will help me, I just try one business, and it worked for me. I save a lot of money. Now, let me go and study something. At least if I can have degree, I can be better off. So fortunately for me, I got admission and I study. After study, I now realize that doesn't matter, that after your degree, that's all. So you need to do something differently again. So I started liaising with friends that I know they are up there. So they show me little things, and I tap into it as well. I started business within school. And with that, I was able to make a lot of money. I saved a lot of money. That time, I can afford a car when I was undergraduate because I have some money helping other people. They thought I was helping them. I would just put them there to bring some gain. I would gain a lot of money from them. They will be coming to me, you are so kind. But I'm putting them in that business to reap something to get something from them. So from that, the money, I now realize that it's not enough again. What else can I do? So because where I was looking at is too big for me, because the dream just too big. What I was thinking that, how can I help all these people around me? I have a lot of them. So when I was struggling with my payroll that, wow, I can't help this, I can't help this. So I need to have more money. So that's where the problem started. So I need to just leave the shore and continue looking for alternatives.
Amen. Let me say something. Ọmọ bàbá ń wò la. Ọmọ bàbá ń wò lówó lọ́wọ́, ẹnu ẹ̀ ló kò sí yẹn. A son that just look at his father and say, my father is not rich. My father is not wealthy. Look at Tolu's father brought the children to school with Bentley. Bugatti. You are on it now. If it was easy, your father would be rich. It wasn't. So I can see so many people looking for easy ways, cutting corners. It won't last. One of my child, let me not say daughter or son, because when I say son or daughter, somebody will start to try to interpret it. Say, Daddy, this thing is getting too difficult. I think I have to do something not difficult. I say, that is life for you. Everything is difficult. If it is not difficult, it is not gainful. It has to be difficult. If it is not difficult, everybody will do it. And once everybody does it, it will not have no value. It will not have value. So it has to be difficult. So that is when you separate the chaff from the wheat. That's why we have exams. We want to it's for separation, so that you know your class. In the world, we have the lower class, the middle class, the upper class. In the plane, you have the class. Everywhere, we have class. But some people, I told you, they are classless. You don't even know where they belong. Maybe chairman of Poverty Society Association of Nigeria. So, that's one thing. But that's not precisely where I'm going today. But I want you to sit down as an African. I'm talking to you as an African. Where did we get it wrong? We have foundational problems which we have failed to address. Leadership, followership. Everything from the head to the toe, everything is rotten. When you look to the head always, it's not the head alone. It's every part of the body that needs to be re-examined. We got something wrong. And I want to tell us most of our basic problems today. And you are in Europe. The lives of our children should be better. Daniel was 10 times better than those he met in that country. My second question. Come. Remo. Does religion determines wealth? Does your religion determines whether you are going to be rich or poor?
I don't think so, sir.
What do you think?
I believe that religion doesn't determine whether you are poor or rich.
Then if it doesn't, what determines?
I believe riches riches as a human being, whether you fail or you succeed in life, is in you. Riches is in the person. Whether you succeed in life or you fail, it is in you. So it is this passion. What is driving you? What do you have inside? There is nobody who is rich today who was not first rich inside. You cannot be rich if you are not rich inside. You can never be rich. It's what you say. It is the vision you created for yourself and the passion, which is the drive that drive you to go for that thing and put the necessary effort and eventually succeed it.
Okay. Yeah. Would you? We're in a class today. What makes a man rich? Okay, let me not ask you that question. Have you ever seen a house built by God?
No, sir.
Have you ever seen a car made by God, manufactured by God?
No, sir.
Have you ever seen a watch manufactured by God?
No, sir.
A microphone manufactured by God?
No, sir.
Then who is the source of all things if not God? I'm not asking you. I'm asking somebody here. We really need to understand these basic things. Who is the source of all resources and the source of all things if not God?
God is the source of all things. But at the same time, he uses human beings because God will not come down from heaven himself to do these things for us. It was the man, it was the one that put an idea in a man's head to make the microphone, to make a wristwatch, to build a house. He became poor so that we can be rich.
Who became poor?
God sent his son. He sent his son. He sent his son. Daddy, he sent his son. Jesus became poor so that we can be rich.
We have to understand. You have to understand that type of poverty. Hallelujah. Amen. Okay, wait. I'm coming. Hallelujah. I'm still looking for one other woman. Balama Binori, come out. I knew where I was going. And camera smile. Both if you can smile for the camera. What's this?
Money, sir.
Who made
How?
money?
Man made money. Man. Yeah, man made money.
Okay. Who owns money?
Man.
God or man? Who gives money?
Who gives money?
No, ta ló ń fúnni lówó. Mo ti dọ́gbọ́n gba nǹkan mi lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà, a tó máa sọ̀rọ̀. Who gives money? Because churches are filled because of wrong notions and wrong beliefs. If you go to church because of money, you are going to a wrong church. Or you are going for a wrong purpose. If the purpose of coming to church is to make money, you are wrong. The purpose of coming to church is to do what? To worship God. So that's why somebody, if they don't make money, they want to leave church. Because they thought the church is a place to do what? To make money. I've never seen one church that was created for making money by God. But I don't know whether men has created their own, where all you do is to make money. Let me tell you this. This from what? This is polymer. Polyester. Polymer. Polythene. Polyester. Polymer. You know PVC? You know polyvinyl chloride? Lord, most of them say yes, and give money back. Hallelujah. Psalm 24 says, the earth is the Lord, and the fullness thereof, the world, and they that dwell therein. If I don't want to continue asking a question. I will ask you the difference between the earth and the world. Because they are two different things. The earth is different from the world. The earth rotates. Am I right? On its axis. Then where is the world? Okay, let's not talk about that now. So if God has created the earth and has planted man on earth, and the basic thing he gave man on earth was what? Food. He planted tree, eat. Then ask yourself, is man living to eat or eating to live? You have to define that. Say, mo wáyé wá jẹun ni, àbí mo ń jẹun kí n lè wà láàyè. So, in the beginning was the world. God created the world and planted man there. But we Africans, we got it wrong. And we are still getting it wrong till today. Every time we need something, we want to go back to God. That shows the difference. We want to use power instead of using wisdom. Where we are supposed to use wisdom, we want to use our power. Everything you see today, you remember in those days, you remember the old age. Our man discovered fire. Ordinary fire, God did not teach man how to do it. How to keep warm, God didn't teach him anything. It's like putting you in the midst of billions. The more you see, the more you have. The more you know, the more you have. The more you search, the more you have. So the word itself is what? Is a mystery. Somebody been dropped in there, Adam. He was just eating and tendering the garden. So that was the first profession of every man. To do what? Farming. Before they became what? Shepherds. And then, one of the word of God that he spoke to man, every man is what? Is a migrant. Man from the beginning has migrated from one point to what? Another. Either for political reasons or economic reasons. Or because of disaster. When there's war, you move. When there's famine, you move. When there's trouble, you move. Man by nature has always moved from a point of crisis to a point of comfort. He is not rooted. He is not a tree. He is always on the move, looking for what? A better life. But we fail to understand one thing. We Africans, we love religion. We have adopted the principle. We have left the principle. We adopted and accepted the principle. But what about the principle? When God creates man, God will not create you or give you gift or talent or anything based on whether you are going to be a Christian or a Muslim or a pagan when you come to earth. God does not predetermine that is he going to be a Christian when he gets to the world? Should I give him wisdom or not? So whatever you receive before coming here wasn't based on the religion you are going to be or worship when you come to the planet Earth. So that means your religion does not determine how successful your life here will be. It's the potential that God has deposited in you. But some of you, when you cannot search yourself, you cannot search your surrounding. Because you have not discovered yourself. You don't even know the gift you have. You don't know your potential. You have buried it. And Jesus called, they said, he called his messengers unto himself. And they said the king was traveling. He called them, he said, occupy till what? I come. When they say occupy, take what? Space. Occupy it. Take position. Be in what? In control and in charge. That's what we have failed to do. I just look at Africa, I just say, thank God. Without raw materials, Africa would have been nothing. If there's, assuming there's no gold, no cocoa, no coffee, no petrol from Africa, tell me, what are you going to trade? What will you use to maintain your balance of trade in the Committee of Nations? Even the petrol you have, you don't even know. People have been living in Port Harcourt how many thousands of years? Until the Oyibo man told you that you are sitting on a keg of oil there. We sit on gold and we are still poor. That's why we are poor, because we are lazy. What we are supposed to search, we are not searching. He said the lazy man, even after killing animal, cannot even take it, put it in his mouth. He can't roast it again. He can't roast it. He's too tired. There was the case of a white man will come from China. They will come to Africa. They see something. They say, okay, we will mine this thing for you. We'll pay you. They pay them. And then they start mining. Because they see us as fools. And somebody say, you are shitholes. Are we not shitholes? You don't like the truth. No, we have to, no, it's a reawakening call. It's a call to do what? To wake up. It's a call for us to wake up. That where are we the underdogs? Where are we claiming equality when we know we are not equal? I don't deceive myself. What can make you equal with somebody when you are at par? When you can compete with them? When they do something, you do something. When you have something to offer. You know, you don't have anything to offer, you say you are the same thing. I can, at least, human rights. About human rights, we are the same thing, don't worry. We are human rights, human rights. Forget about that. Man right in it. I don't like deceiving myself. I don't like deceiving myself. I look at myself and say, this is the truth. Can my people accept the truth? Give me Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. Let's start from verse 28. Let's see how we got it wrong. And God blessed who? Adam and who? And God said to them, what? When you underline the word fruitfulness, when a man's life is fruitful, he's not talking about childbearing alone. He's talking about productivity. You can see a man who has 10 children and yet not fruitful. Because no food to even feed the children. It's because we don't understand the basic principle. God has given us divine instructions. I've planted you here. So when you find yourself in a situation, even when you find yourself in a desert, look at those who find themselves in desert in Dubai. Go to Dubai now. I went to Israel. Every flower or tree you see, you will see a pipe under it, supplying water. Now Israelis travel from Lagos to Abuja. If you travel from Israel to Nazareth, to Elia, to anywhere, you will never see one bush. You see plantations. Either banana plantations, these plantations, date plantations. But my people, we sit down. China is over 1 billion people, and they are the one you wait to buy their rice. We cannot even feed ourselves. And we feel all is okay. We have a wrong mentality. Nobody thinks as a Nigerian, we all think about myself alone. So when you are in position in Africa, the only thing you want to say, you want to take all the money. Because it's only a poor man that sees money. I want to. When you are seeing money, you don't look at money. No. We don't. No. Let's develop this place. People don't talk about development. They don't talk about development. That's why some African leaders are richer than their country. Because they just want to greed. And my family should not be poor. My family should not be poor. But the country is poor. So in order to remain politically relevant, they now amass so much wealth that people will now come and stoop and beg them for money. So they become a god. I don't know that type of lifestyle. How you become a small god because you have taken all our money You are there to administer it. They gave it to you. We gave you the key because we trust you. Go and be our leader. And the moment you get there, you take all this, you loot all the treasuries. The roads are not done. No light. After almost 60 years of independence. And the Oyibo man is still feeding on Nigeria till today. We can't build railway line. And we have engineers. Now what is the essence of going to school? How many universities do we have in Nigeria and turning out graduates every year? And then how many manufacturing industries do we have in Africa? How many of us are manufacturers? And those who brought to Nigeria, Dunlop and all the others, you find out they belong to the white man. A white man, if he want to understudy you, he will get, some of you don't know. If I want to start cooking food now, I was talking to one of my child. I said, look, if it is food, whatever you want to do it well. I said, if it is food you want to cook, you want to have a restaurant. I said, don't think about money. Go and say you want to go to 825, you're going to go and work with them. I'm just giving an answer. If it is Chinese restaurant, go there, work with them. It's not about how much they pay you. They can pay you £5 an hour. It's not the money you want. Go and understudy. Go and do what they do there. Go and see what they do there. Look at Ajakuta steel rolling mill there in Nigeria. Look at Ajakuta steel rolling mill. Look at Osogbo steel rolling mill. All the steel that we will produce to produce cars and all these things in the world. Some people are sitting on it. They just want to make their own money. In China, if you steal, no matter who you are, they kill you. Yes, you are dead. But thieves are heroes in Nigeria, in Africa. They are heroes. People will still come to court with placards to come and celebrate those who stole our own money. These are things that we should cry about. Don't you think of our children? So we got it wrong when he said, multiply, replenish the what? The earth. And replenish what? The earth. What are you to subdue? What are you to subdue? What is the meaning of subdue then? Conquer it. We have not conquered the earth. We have just lived on the surface of the earth. The black man is contented with walking on the surface of the earth. Farming and what? Shepherd. He has refused to understand the concept of subduing his territory. Bring under what? Control. Láyé John, àwọn èèyàn wọ́n mọ̀ gbọ́ o. Ọba tó máa mẹ́rin jẹ ò tí ì so. Ọba tó máa mẹ́rin so ò tí ì jẹ. So kò tí ì jẹ dì sí. I said that the king that will cage an elephant. You see? And that means we can't subdue them. But God has given us wisdom to do what? To rule over them all. So we are not taking advantage of the key that God gave us. We carry about the Bible. That all these things, no matter how strong, no matter how powerful, no matter how wild the animals are, they will still obey man. Man can still bring them to subjection. Tell me of an animal that man has not brought into subjection. Man has dived into the deep sea to search for those animals. Go and see Atlanta Aquarium. Go and see Dubai Aquarium. You will think you are in the deep ocean. Man will bring everything to the surface, no matter how big, no matter how small. But all we want to do is to gaze in what? Hey! Gbogbo àwọn tó ń túṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run wò wọ́n sì wà bí aláìsí ẹ̀rẹ́ bùṣe. Bàbá Ọlọ́run ló ní kẹ́ sọ́run ló ní kó o tú wò ni. Ẹ bá yẹ tó fi sí ni. But you are not subduing your environment. Do you know how many billions of naira or dollars has gone oil search in Bauchi State, Maiduguri? Sometimes you look for things that are not lost. How much was spent before oil was discovered in the South? Those who know, they know the signs, they know the things they see. Even when they look at the rock on the surface, they know what is beneath it. And every money the black man gets, the white man collects from him. One of my daughter was crying, say, "Oh, somebody killed somebody, some people in America." I said, He said they have to do something about gun. I said they cannot do something about gun. He said, "Why now?" I said, because some people are making money there. And they are influential. But all the arms, all those companies producing arms and ammunition all over the world, don't you know they still produce every day? Why? But there's no war in Europe. Europe are united. Oh, we say Europe is united. Are they not united? America and Canada are not fighting. Who are those fighting now? Arab and Africa. And they would have to sell their weapons. There must be market now. Let the fools kill themselves. There are too many. Let it pour you. Before you colonize the world, let them echo bafun. Kill yourself. But those manufacturing are not killing themselves. And they set one leader against another leader, and then we start. We're not developing our ground. We're shedding blood. The ground is swallowing blood every day. And nobody is thinking about it. We are what? Bamu bamu la yo awoma baby bame nika bamu bamu la yo. I'm filled to the brim. I don't know who is hungry. It's now your own palaver be that. We are not our brother's keeper. We don't love each other. We pull each other down. They push each other up. We pull, they push. Come. Do you have a car? Yes, sir. Who manufactured the first car? You are not supposed to have a car. Go and sit down. Come. A black man from your village. You have a phone? Yes, sir. Okay, who manufactured the first telephone? The box. You are not supposed to have a phone. Go and sit down. Graham Bell. And Carl Benz did the first car. Carl Benz. A German. Not a Yoruba man. No. No, I'm trying to tell you that those people, they did it, it was crude. But upon that foundation, gradually the next generation came. Built upon it. The next generation came. Upon it. The next generation came. They built upon it. Why do we always over-rejoice over the success of yesteryears? We will win one battle and we talk about it all our lives. Are we talking about that? No, we have. Our mentality differs from the white man's mentality. If you want to be a tailor, why can't you create a fashion? Everything, all these things are being designed by a designer. But who designed? There was a time, mommy, when we want to do our wedding, we went to Tempali. They said they will call, if we want them to design, they will call their senior designer. That if that person come out, just for come and design for you, this is how much you are paying. You. And those designers don't sew clothes. They are not tailors. Those who design cars, all they do every year is to give them new design. They give the company new design. They pay them millions. They don't build the car themselves. An architect don't build a house. He designs a house. But you want to be the architect, the surveyor, the designer, the bricklayer. We have structural defects. Obeying the word of God is very important too. So that's why I found out the mighty man now decide to sit down. That everything we need in this world is already here. Somebody thought about this thing. If you want to make money, find a problem to solve. If you don't want to solve a problem, you will die poor. People are poor because they don't want to solve problems. I know of my people. It's not that we don't have some people who are gifted. But the moment we are gifted in leaves and herbs, roots, we want to use it to make money for ourselves. And when we die, we take everything with us. We don't transfer these things. If a white man does anything, he will put it into writing. He will develop it, he will show it to the whole world. And his name will be indelible. But a black man wants to make money. But by the way, we'll have a second, which leaf? He give you 3, he keep 1. And when they die with these things. The creativity is lost. Now let me tell you. 2 of you come. I've made this today. I want to make it again. Look at them. Which of them is the image of God? Which of them is the image of God? We talk about image. Then that means God has got no image. Then if they are both of them are the same image, is God fat or God lean? Give me from verse 27. Give me from verse 27. Verse 27, let's see. So God created man in his own bracket, in parentheses. What? Image. In the image of God, he created him. What is the image of God? Creativity. That is all. God is a creator. He has given you raw materials to recreate your world, to recreate what you want. And the basic thing has been given, the raw materials to recreate the world. So that's why when God created man, he didn't build a house for him. When he gets to the knowledge that he needs a house, he should use whatever. Initially, he was using palm frond. Later on, he started to mold clays. And continue. It was a gradual development, gradual process. One generation does their own. Where they stopped, the other generation built on it to this level. Look how fashion has developed. Even when Adam and Eve were being driven out of the garden, All they were giving was what? Animal skin. How did we now arrive here now? When God called Moses, he didn't give him a microphone. Neither did he teach him, because you are my apostle, you are my pastor, you are called of God. This is how you are going to make a speaker. What were they using? Horn. What you develop is what you use. So why don't you be a word changer? Why can't you leave the word better than you met it? Graham is dead. But if he sees what is happening with the phone now, how will he feel? He will feel very proud. He has brought a change to the world. He has fulfilled his own ministry. When will you fulfill yours? When will you fulfill your own ministry? It's not about the religion. The man, Samsung, started with something like Indomie and flowers and everything. He started very small. Go and read about Samsung in Korea. So Koreans are non-Christians. Are they all Christians? Asians, are they Christians? Indians, are they Christians? Russians, are they Christians? But they understood the principle of creativity to invent. So all these things God has deposited all around us. So they are useful. They are useful. The air around you is what? Is charged. One of my sons was asking me, Daddy, I don't understand all these things. How are you able to use your phone? I said, you are able to use your phone because just like radio. I said, each radio station is being given what? A wavelength. And you operate at this wavelength. You operate at this frequency. The frequency at which you operate. So when you tune that radio to that frequency, because the air is charged with what? With the signals. The signal waves. So it will pick. If you use O2 now, they now send their own O2 what? Signal into what? The air. Unless you live in a vacuum. So once it is sent into the air, your own O2 now will now pick the signal. So that's why you can call London from Nigeria and in the same minute they pick the phone. Because of transmission of signal. And you know, some of you learn the speed of light. The speed of light. The speed of sound. All these things. What's their speed? 330 meters per second. So all these things you learn. The school we have gone to was to lay foundation for us. Some of us we've gone to university, and after university you say you are looking for work. Whose work? But you have been taught to start something. All the government in Africa, they are still waiting for Chinese now. Let them come and give us idea. Come and build our rail. Come and do this for us. Come and do that for us. And we have thousands of engineers coming out of the school every year. Ordinary stethoscope. There's no company manufacturing in Africa. The only one I know is once a match, Lele Yeli. They do matches at Lele Yeli. I know of that one. Phosphorus, this thing. Some people even, some of them have closed down. Well, yes, Excite battery was one of the best battery in the whole world. There's no foreign battery that can compete with Excite batteries. Nigerian wire and cable, just 2 years ago, the best cable in the whole world. Bring any cable beside the Nigerian wire and cable, it will not withstand it, but it's folded up now. Everything is closed. Nigerian wire and cable, Akpata Road. And graduates are being turned out of the university every year. And nobody cares about all these things. So everybody in every company, you want to destroy the company. Let me chop my own, chop my own, chop my own, chop my own. Everybody is in a hurry. About anything, busy no allow about it. Why the hassle? Come on, cool down. Somebody was talking about education. Education is good, but it should be a foundation upon which you build something. I read something, they said somebody discovered zero. I was zero, bawo. There was no zero before. Now, how do you add up words? Somebody discovered one. God gave them words, spoken words. How did they discover alphabets to write these things down? All these things, God will just put you there. Go and search, go and discover it. If you don't discover, you will not recover. You have to make sure that, just believe that everywhere you are, there's something of benefit. The stones are useful. Are cement not from stones? But God didn't tell anybody, not even a vision. Assuming God decided to tell all Christians, I think everybody in the world will be a Christian. Then we'll say, go. When you go on the way to Amuloko, turn right. You will see a rock there. It's a cement. Start breaking it. If that is what you are waiting for, you are wasting your time. You have to really sit down on your own. Thank God, you have planted everything here. God deposited gold, and none was found on the surface of the earth. But God didn't say money is mine. God said gold is mine, silver is mine. Then what's the definition? In those days, they used what? Gold and silver as money. Then man created his own money. From what? From trees. And brought his own papers and put his own identity there. So even money was man's creation. So you have to, don't you know, gold and silver and diamond, they pass through what? Fire. Even when you find them, even when a fool finds one, he will say, hey, it's a glittery. He will just be talking like fool. Because he won't understand what it is. Give me Proverbs 4:7. We all love to wear fine clothes, but we don't care to know how the wools come about. We want to wear fine shoes. We don't want to care. We want to go into our room, switch on the lights. We don't want to care about anything. They will develop it for us. We will buy it. And that is the reason the rich are getting richer. Because they provide what? Services. Renewable energy is what Bill Gates is working on now. Taking us to the next level. He's spending billions on renewable energy. After he has discovered that, now all of you will bring your money again. You have to go and work for him to pay. Yes. Despite all the sun in Nigeria, solar panel is still useless. We are still struggling with electricity. And they will say $16 billion gone, and $10 billion disappeared. And now even the State House in Abuja will vote money for what? For generator. It's a generational problem that we need to think about. He said, wisdom is what? The principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all the what? Get understanding. You don't understand. You don't understand. All you want is, you want to be on the surface. Kilaje, every day you are looking for what to eat. You better stop eating. Great minds don't sleep anyhow. They think about what new thing to do. They build on what, They buy something, look at it. Let's look at what Asians did. They did what we call transfer of technology. They will buy a car, take it there, pieces it, study it, then get a better version of it. But when will my people arise? Some people say, it is because we go to church too much. It's not about church. Who has ever been to a club here? You have been to a club, possibly? I said you've been there before. I didn't say now. Do you have clubs? I think mostly on weekends, eh? Yes. And there are some day every day. I mean, yes, when do they start? When do they open? So from 9, 10 o'clock. 9, 10, and close when? 5, 6 in the morning. Then, if you go to club 9, 10 and close 5, 6 in the morning, on Saturday, what do you do in the morning? You sleep. Go. No, I said go now. Don't you know most of these big people too, they go to clubs? I know most of them, they think in the night and then they sleep in the morning. So you're coming to church for night vigil. It's not an excuse for your failure. You don't know what to do with your life. You better go and sit down and ask yourself, what do you do? What do I do with my life? That's why I said we decided to pick the principle and leave the principle. Then what are the principles? The principles of creativity, invention, manufacturing. If God started, they say day 1 God created, day 2 God created, day 3 God created. If God has created, and He has given you power to go and do likewise. And even when Jesus came, He didn't even teach them how to make a car because He rode on the cart. Why didn't Jesus call somebody, come and this is how to build a car? So that's why He has given us brain. He said, get wisdom. Get understanding. Get it. He said, buy knowledge. Don't do what? Don't sell your knowledge. Use your knowledge. Use it. Don't sell it. You are going to an engineering school. They are doing plane there. Don't you? The next generation of plane is being built now. They are building electric cars now. In Dubai, they have started building flying cars now. The next generation, cars that will fly. All you want to do is you want to buy it. I know you want to buy it. Thank you. You want to buy it, you don't want to build one. No, the African mentality is I want to buy everything. Is we want to buy, we want to buy, we want to buy, we want to buy. We don't want to build. Give me the next verse. I'm reading to verse 9. Mi ò gbádùn rẹ o. Ẹ kà á. Wait. Exalt who? Wisdom. What is exalt? When you exalt wisdom, wisdom will change your situation. How do we become slaves to the white man? When he came with greater and sophisticated weapons to Africa, we had our own juju. Yes, we had our own juju, but it wasn't taco. No. We were taking our armlets and charms. But is it not the person you are close to? He will stay at a distance. then we have to negotiate. The watchman was not the one going to carry slaves. So our chiefs and kings were the ones selling them. So they now give us gun. Go and fight against each other. Go and fish each other. Go and fight. Then you take slaves to go and sell to the white man. Exalt wisdom, and she personified. Gentle. Shall promote you. Wisdom will promote you. Promotion. Wisdom will bring you what? Honor. Which has brought the white man now. It's not the skin color that has brought honor. It's that wisdom. Yes. If we can break through today, the white man will respect us. I'm telling you the truth. If you can make the difference today. One of my child was asking me, how many black men do we have, apart from those who are buying and selling, who are into real manufacturing businesses? And what do they manufacture? Who are inventors? Why? Are we cursed? When thou embrace her, if you embrace her, you get honor. The next verse. Give me a verse. She shall give you what? Give me chapter 8, verse 11. Are you there? Let me quickly tell you about somebody called Charles Dwell in 1899. Charles Dwell in 1899. He said something in 1899 that nothing else can be invented again. Everything that can be invented has been invented. How wrong was he in 1899? So some people will look at you now. I don't know, where do I start? Everything has been invented now. But everything that has been invented has been improved every day. I was telling pastor of a woman and a husband and a wife. They just resigned IT. They started their search engine. And Google played them some pranks. And they said Google should pay them $2.1 billion. They started a search engine for sales of something. Just on the, you keep on searching for work. Great minds don't just sleep anyhow. They sleep with ideas. When we discuss, we should be discussing ideas, not arguments. Not discussing the Yaluku and Yataye. If you are talking with somebody, you should be talking about how to make success of your lives. How to move to the next level. Not internal wrangling. Because when your wife is fighting you every day, how will you think straight? Today? No, we really need to sit down with each other. Think, is this, if there's no peace, there is no progress. I've never seen a place where there's no peace and you see progress there. You need peace of mind to think. Because the mind and the brain, they work together. If your mind is at peace, you'll be able to think straight. For wisdom is better than what? Rubies. Some of you are looking for rubies. In whatever field you find yourself. Oh God. Italian gold, Dubai gold. Excuse me. Most of these raw golds are from Africa, from South Africa and all these things. How many manufacturing companies do we have there? Osagbe Maloko. Where is the cocoa? Where is the cocoa plantation? I love Rolex watch. Can you do one? It's not about loving these things. It's about encouraging our children. That's why I say, if we have school, will me very long. But it's not all about education. The richest woman in Nigeria or in Africa, Follow Russia, was not a graduate. I mean, he's not a graduate. And yet, she was able to break through. Remember the plight of this black woman in America that was raped at the age of 13? Oprah. And yet, she didn't fail. What story are you going to tell me now that this is what is responsible for your own failure? Failure is by choice. Poverty is by choice. You can choose to be poor. And if you build your life on public, no recourse to public fund. If you are recourse to public fund, away. No, it's a limiting. It will limit you. There are certain things you will not be able to do. It's like an embargo has been placed upon you. Don't go beyond that place, and you are being monitored. Even if you travel too much, they will ask you, "Ngwanu, come." 3 times Nigeria in a year. And you collect government money. You won't be able to be yourself. You are in slavery. You don't better break that yoke of slavery. Why? Why do people love to collect cheap money like that? Because they don't know what to do with their lives. So they are just looking. They just want something to eat, food, and wear clothes. Nothing more. For wisdom is better than rubies if you are looking for rubies. And all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to what? Anything that can be desired cannot be able to compare with wisdom. Look at Mark Zuckerberg now. The boy just woke up one day at 34 or 30, what is he now? Get great ideas. We should be praying for you that God should baptize you with great ideas. Just wake up one day. Just one day, an idea just struck him. And he started. Now, you see, you get to a point that it is not you that will look for money, it's money that will look for you. Just open an account, you just find out money just coming there. It's not about labor. It's not about struggle. It's not about whether he has a PhD. He has got no PhD. But he has got great ideas. In whatever field you find yourself, why can't you be the best? If you are a tailor, why can't you make a fashion statement? I'm a creator now. I'm a creator of fashion. God has created you to go and create something. When God came, he saw darkness. He created light. When God came, he saw emptiness. He created plants. He spoke to the oceans to bring forth. He spoke to the air to bring forth. So it's about what do I do? And in the design of these things, the white man cut the bed and studied the life. When the plane does this, hey, I just look at my boy, I just say, sorry, you are from Amuloko. When you see the bird like this, how would you see your plane doing like this? Turning like this. And then you feel, with all the load, as if you are going to fall. That's why somebody say they have phobia. Your fear, your problem is fear. Phobia call. Fear be. It's fear. He studied the eagle, he studied the birds. That if you are able to move, the first thing is just to move. When you get to a point, you are steady. You'll be able to. Even the bird can do, without doing this again, they can just be going. He was able to start. When Galileo was planning to build a ship, people were laughing at him. How will you build a ship? We have always used plank, wood, for boats. You are going to use metal. Drop metal in water, it will do what? It will sink. Hey, they laugh at him. Just create a hole in it. Everything is just hollow. And then it will float. People just came with an idea. And since then, they've been building on it. And every time a black man gets money, we want to buy the latest car, MRE Nigeria, is in Lekki. We just want to buy. We want to steal all the country's money and buy it. Our roads are bad. No tap-borne water. No electricity. There's problem everywhere. And you just want people to come and beg you for money so that you are their king. Nilu àwọn afọ́jú. Olójúkan is king. Please, let's talk to our children. Blacks should not be found in crime, smoking weed, selling cocaine, trying to make quick money. It doesn't last. If you try to make quick money, you waste away your life. And your later years will be very bad. It will be very sad. Most of our youth today, they want to make quick money. Not even apprenticeship. They want to ride Okada and make money quickly. What future has a man riding Okada when he's 50, when he's 60? When he's 70, what future has he got? And when you are a man, don't put woman first in your life. Because if you put woman first, woman will leave you if you don't make money. A woman can follow you because of the potential they see in you. The moment you don't make money, a woman will leave you for those who make money. I told my children, don't build your six-pack. Build your six-account. Six figure. I say a man with six-pack. And then go to now. You are fighting for the most beautiful girl. I say, who will the girl go and meet? Pack call. Jelly. She will leave you with your 10-pack. She will. No, look at them. They never wanted. No woman wants to suffer. Let me tell you the secret. Can I tell you the secret why women don't want to suffer? God created man, planted man in the garden. The man was tilting. The man was working. And when the man had more than enough to eat, it was when the woman came in. So the woman has come to eat. And God did not give woman any charge than to give birth to children. Tell me which duty God gave to woman. Yes. You have to take, that is, no. It's modernization that has caused all this thing that women are striving. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you a secret. Are you with me? Come here. Where is your husband? Come here. Yeah. God has given you a gift. No, listen. You were not created for her. She was created for you. Every woman is a gift to man. It's a gift. And one of the assignments she's been given is to help you. Now, if she's to help you, and you don't have a project. Most men don't have projects. How will I help you? Then when she is fully grown, she has her own degree. She now go and get employment with this man. So she now use all her brain, all whatever she has to support this man and bring change home. Because most men don't engage their wives. Because they are not engaged themselves. God has given you somebody to help your vision, to help your dream, to help you fulfill your purpose on earth. But we send our wives to the field to go and hunt. When she starts looking for work now, won't a man toast her? No. Let's be sincere. You don't want another person to do anything with your wife, and you are not engaging her. And by the time you don't make enough money, and somebody is offering her, well, I will give you 5,000 pounds a week. I want you to be my secretary, but we work late in the night. We will work late. Let me tell you, and you say you are deeper life, he will say, oh, you are deeper life? Please, you better go deeper to poverty. And then your husband say, where have you been? Hey. No, why you send your wife to go and make money? She might not be able to tell you everything she will experience on the way. She might not be able to tell you everything. Most especially in Africa. Ogama Jembe now, Omatoda. I'm telling you the truth. People don't like the truth, and I will say the truth. When I was in government office, I told them I was working there. I see people will send their children, go and buy form, go and search for admission, go and do this. I made up my mind. I said, if my children are in Nigeria, I will never allow them to go and seek admission by themselves. Because I know what we do with children. I know what they go through. Because nobody is there. But some people will bring, some parents will bring their daughter. They'll bring their son. They buy the form. They give you money. But if nobody is standing for you, you have to stand for yourself. And when you stand for yourself, you can be abused. You can be abused because you are standing for yourself. Nobody is taking responsibility. Join police force. One promote you. Promotion is dope. How come I recruit to do Kubeni? They won't promote you. Maybe we'll not your West. But boss, can jealous remember ba. Whatever you get there, it's okay. But a man must have what? You must a project. If my daughter want to marry, ask the man, please, what's your project? Because I want to come and assist you. I want to come and help your vision. Do you have a vision? Do you have a dream? Can you tell me your project? When you sell your project to me, then I will support it. But when you don't have a project, when you don't have a program, when you don't have anything, and you say, what is your word? It's the basic truth of life. It's the basic truth of life. That's why a man must always be a man. Must always be a man. See, my wife is to support me. I don't have to fold my hands and say, Madam, have you come? What did you bring? Madam, what did you bring? What did you have? What can we manage? Can you get any cool? Can get any cool? Awesome. God bless you. Okay, one more verse. Let's go. I, wisdom, dwell with what? Prudence, and find out what? Wisdom will find out what? Of what? So you need wisdom to discover knowledge. That's why I taught you here that the definition God gave me was that wisdom is the application of knowledge. The knowledge you have gotten from school, from everywhere, you need wisdom to apply it. Some of us, we have knowledge but no wisdom. With no application. It's a software without application. Okay, it's I wisdom dwell with what? Prudence. When they say somebody is prudent, you know what prudent? You know what it means? And find out knowledge of witty inventions. The next verse. The fear of the Lord. I don't know. Fear of the Lord. Just make the word better than you met it. For everything you have benefited. Your glasses, your earrings, your watches, your shoes, your clothes. What are you adding to it? Add value to this world. The world will talk about your legacy, your impact. Graham died over 100 years ago, and we are still talking about him. It made the difference. Somebody started the bicycle. Gradually. Now look at the technology. Look at the camera. We love to buy those things. We love to use them. Even the ordinary principle of it, some people don't know it. The principle of the eye. You know they use the eye to form the camera. The focal lens. What is an accommodation? Accommodation is the ability of the eyes to focus both near and far objects. You must know these things. Focal, how do you focus? How do you do this? They just take what God has created and recreated something out of it. What is a television? Something that tells what? Vision. Why is it television? But we should not just be users of these things. Buyers and users. Let's talk to our children too. We are not daft. It's because we don't care. We believe join the street, join the gangs, smoke, you make money, do credit card fraud. When I hear blacks doing all these things, I just believe that it's lack of wisdom. You don't know what to do with your life. You don't know what to do with it. That's why you are wasting it. If you know what to do with it, you will not be wasting your life. Please. What did I call the topic for today? Please, let's change this word. The way the whites see us, let's change it. The change can start with you. The future starts today. We can make the difference. I want one day that somebody will stand up that I made it because of what Baba Olubori told me. When I heard the sermon, I was touched, I was moved, and I vowed that I will succeed, I will break through. I used to tell my children when they watch TV, I say, those who are watching, they are making money. When will you make your own money? Don't think you are small. You are not small. When will you make yours? When will people watch you? You are watching people, fine. You are clapping. When will people clap for you too? You are celebrating. When will they celebrate you? Sit down and ask yourself. It's not about your religion. South Korea and Ghana got the same independence at the same time, I think. But look at them today. Look at the Korean cars. Look at all the technology. But Nigeria, we are still fighting Wazobia. We are still fighting Wazobia. Me, I'm Odudua. You are Igbo. You are Hausa. You are this. Then why will you, when you continue to fight each other, bite each other, how will you make progress? Stand up on your feet. Let me pray for you. Okay. In every industry you see, there see this missing link. Every industry you see, there see a problem to be solved. You know what it's called pharmacology? There's problem there. In medicine, there's problem there. Transportation, there's still a problem there. Just search out one. Which one of the problem we have in the world are you going to solve? Is it HIV? Just sit down. Look at somebody, how they started this Uber car. They don't even need an office. And Uber is so rich now. They are making headways everywhere. I went to Ibiza in Spain. Just on app, Uber will come now. Anywhere you go, Uber, they will come. An idea just struck somebody. And that was it. Father, I want to pray. Let the youth come out. I want Baba. Come on, let me pray for you. You need baptism of ideas. Not to sell cocaine. Some people, they believe that all the black cares about is sex and food. He want to eat food and he want to look for woman.